Yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Off the Bench, man. We back. We got an exciting show for you. Everybody's talking about the NFL playoff prediction. Who's in, who's out. Is exciting. The NFL is on fire this year. Scheduling the games. You can't ask for nothing more. We got the Humble Six right after that. Then we're going to jump into a little bit of the NBA. Then my man B. Mike, my co-host right here, he's going to take over and do his little segment that you guys love, shifting gears. With that, he's going to tell you who's figured it out, coming along, turning things around, and going to have a promising season. And then we're going to finish it off with that Thursday night banger. Like I just said, the NFL, the scheduling, man, is on point. So Thursday night, Dallas, Detroit. So jumping right into it, man, the NFL playoff picture. First, I think we're going to start with the AFC. I think the AFC may be more easier to figure out who's going and who's not going. Because, my Packers in the NFC, his Broncos in the AFC. So we're gonna start with the AFC first. So we got in the AFC currently right now, as of today, New England, number 1, 11-2. Denver, it's number 2, 10-2.
Yes, sir.
Jacksonville's 3rd, 8-4. Baltimore currently holds the tiebreaker over Pittsburgh right now, strength of schedule at 6-6. You have the Chargers at 5, who's in trouble because Herbert broke his hand. Indy's at number 6. Buffalo's number 7 in the hunt. You have Houston and Kansas City. Now, before I turn it over to you, this is just me. Because the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers are so bad, the Cleveland Browns are still alive at 3-9. Crazy.
Yeah.
B. Mike, who is not making the playoffs over there in the NFC, and who you think is going to be number 1 with home? Well, you don't even have to answer that because you're going to say Denver. So, who do you think is not getting into the show? Who ain't getting in?
Man, this is tough, man, because when you look at the schedule, man, you have a lot of teams, especially in the AFC. I mean, you would think that it's pretty clear cut, right? The Patriots going to win their division. Looks like the Broncos were going to win ours. But I think the next team under that, number 3 right now, would be the Jags. I don't think the Jaguars are going to be in the position they are now. They have to play the Colts twice and the Broncos once. And I think that's going to be 3 L's. The Jaguars are a really unique team. It's very weird. They win weird. It's like you don't really expect that team to be 8-4. It's not like great quarterback play or great running back play. It's just, they're just a weird 8-4 team. That's just me. But you playing the Colts twice, you playing the Broncos once. That's 3 L's right there. And if the Chargers, if they're healthy, if Herbert can come back, the Chargers are still better than the Jaguars, even without their tackles. The Bills are just going to be the Bills. The Texans are on the rise. So I say if any team that I'm putting money on to be out will be the Jaguars, man.
So, for me, right, in the NFL, AFC playoff picture. So, you got the Jaguars not making it.
Yeah.
I think it's tough because you got to look at that. That's a race not only for that playoff spot, but the division lead. And the Jaguars 8-4, Indy's right there with them at 8-4. Houston's outside looking in right now at 7-5. So only one game right now separates all 3 of those teams from having an identical record.
Right.
But I think Indy's done. It's now December, and the quarterbacks in the AFC is hurt. Daniel Jones hurt, slipping around the place. Herbert, who knows what they're going to do with him. And they got Philly, Kansas City, Dallas, Houston, Denver. Matter of fact, they ain't getting it. Your quarterback's hurt. You got Philly, KC, Dallas, Houston, Denver. They ain't getting in. The only game, and the Denver game is going to be meaningful because Denver and New England is battling for that home field advantage.
They want that battle.
So the Chargers have a hell of a schedule remaining with a quarterback with a broken hand. Indy, I think they're done. They figured out. You got Jacksonville, Seattle, San Fran, Jacksonville, Houston. They loaded. both of them can potentially not make it, and Kansas City and Houston can potentially sneak in. Baltimore, Pittsburgh is at 6-6. Cincinnati's at 4-8. Cleveland's 3-9. Whoever wins that division is just in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Baltimore and Pittsburgh got to play each other twice. Cincinnati, they got to also play Buffalo once. They got Cleveland once. Miami, Arizona, and Buffalo. I mean, that AFC picture is tough. I think the two teams that's not going to get in is the Chargers and the Colts because their quarterbacks is banged up. Even though this is the time when the ground game comes into play because you're in December, It's cold. The cold weather takes a little bit of air out of the ball. I think Houston and Kansas City both gets in because the Chargers and Indy just can't finish.
Okay.
Let's get over to the NFC. Oh, one more thing. I think in the NFC and the AFC, 12 wins and you're in.
Yeah, that's fair.
12 and in. That's going to be a problem for the AFC to get 12 wins because these guys are going head-to-head right now to finish it out. Mm-hmm. So in the NFC, 12 wins and you're in. The Bears 9-3, the Rams 9-3, sitting at number 5. Seattle's 9-3, sitting at number 7. San Fran's 9-3, but the Rams, Seattle, and San Fran are all in the same division. So their schedule coming up, San Francisco on a bye. They have the most favorable schedule because when they come back, you got Tennessee, and I think they won't have any problem with the Colts because I haven't seen the report, but I think Sauce Gardner's probably done. Daniel Jones is banged up, and he's been figured out over there. He's back to his normal self. So like I previously said, the Colts are done. They're not getting in. And then the Niners got Chicago, Seattle. Last 2 games be tough games, but by then they almost punched their ticket because they just one went away. Mm-hmm. Then you have the Rams, Arizona, Detroit, Seattle, Atlanta, Arizona. They're in. The only game on their schedule that may be tough is Seattle. The Detroit game, who knows how Detroit will come prepared for that game. If Detroit lose to Dallas, I don't think Detroit play like Detroit for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
You know, so that Detroit game is a question mark because it depends on the Dallas game, how Detroit goes into that game against the Rams. Then also you have, still in that division, you have the Seattle Seahawks. They have Atlanta, the Colts, the Rams, Carolina, Niners. Kind of tough there too. But all they got to do is win 3 games and they're in. Yeah. Because Dallas, Detroit, Carolina, they're in the hunt. None of them teams can win 12 games. So that's why I say 12 and you're in.
Yeah.
Because the teams that's in the hunt, the most games they can win if they run the table is 11. You know, so let's get on to the Chicago Bears. Right now, the road to the Super Bowl goes through Chicago for the NFC.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Right. And I want to thank the Chicago Bears. Really, really I do. Because this rivalry has been non-existent since the daggone 90s. Thank you, Chicago. Mm-hmm. Now this rivalry has a freaking meaning. Chicago's hooping and hollering. Bro, you should see these dudes on my timeline. Crazy work. The Bears, their schedule runs like this. At 9-3, mm-hmm. If Chicago turn out like those Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Talib said on the arena that his team was 9-3 one year, sitting at number 1 in the NFC. They just knew they was going to the playoffs. Lost every game. They finished 9-7, didn't even make the playoffs. The Bears can go 9-8. The only game that they possibly can win, and it really depends on the play of Caleb Williams, is the Cleveland Browns. The Bears have Green Bay, Cleveland, Green Bay, San Fran, Detroit. They got 5 bangers.
Yeah, those are tough games.
In the Detroit game, if I'm the Lions, if Chicago, if that game comes down to, let's say that game comes down to Chicago need to win and get in. Detroit gonna make sure them boys stay home with them.
Oh yeah, for sure. Divisional game too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Green Bay got a tough one. They got Chicago, Denver, Chicago, Baltimore, Minnesota. You know, like the NFL is cooking with these schedules, man.
Yeah.
Dallas trying to get in. They got Detroit, Minnesota, the Chargers, Washington, New York. Those last two games is laughable, but they're division games, so they're not laughable.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows, bro? Like, the NFL is cooking this year, man.
Yeah.
The playoff race is ridiculous. So, in the NFC, man, this is how I feel like it's going to finish. Green Bay is going to be number one. That's biased. But
at least you're honest, man.
I'm going to say the Rams going to be number one. Packers 2. Philly 3. I skipped the Bucks and the Panthers because I just think that is going to come down to whoever wins the division and they're in. And those teams got to play each other twice. So they're just going to win their division and get in. Neither one of those teams is getting in as a wild card. So you win your division, you're in. So whoever wins between the Bucks and the Panthers will be the 4th seed. The 5 seed, I believe, will go to the Niners because they just have the most favorable schedule. Mm-hmm. The 6 seed will go to, I believe, Seattle will hang on to the 6 seed. And I can't tell you who's going to be the 7th seed in the NFC.
It's tough.
I don't know. Because, mind you, I did not say the Bears, who's currently number one.
Yeah, I heard you.
I did not mention the Bears.
Yeah.
So either the Bears, Detroit, or Dallas will be the 7th seed.
Let me ask you this. If you the Packers, you say y'all going to get the number 1 and number 2, which team do you fear the most as a 7th seed?
As a 7th seed, I don't fear Detroit. Don't fear the Bears. The only game that will be an emotional game will be the Dallas game. That's the only game. Mm-hmm. Granted, Green Bay owns Dallas. We haven't lost to them in like forever. But I just feel like because of the Parsons trade and the backlash Jerry Jones got when he traded Parsons, he made moves to make himself look like he won the trade.
Great. Yeah.
How he went and got the guy from the New York Jets.
Quinnen
you could have made that trade while you had Parsons. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They took a first rounder. You could have gave up a first rounder. Mm-hmm. Like, you didn't try to improve your team while he was there. So you didn't look like a jackrabbit. Mm-hmm. You're making moves now. So you don't look like you lost that trade.
Yeah.
So that game will be extremely emotional, and it'll be too many emotions going into the game plan. So that's the only game I'll be like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, and plus,
then you got Kenny Clark coming back home to Green Bay. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just Parsons. You got Kenny Clark over there. Then you got Dak, who had issues with Parsons because of the podcast. Like, it's just too many
stories, too many narratives outside of football that can affect the game.
Yeah, so that's the matchup I don't want. Anybody else, I don't care. I don't care. Like, anybody else in the NFC, yeah, I'm fine with it. Even though the Packers haven't beat the Eagles in the last 3 tries, I think now with Jay Reed coming back, mm-hmm. It's about to be a problem, bro. Matthew Golden coming back, it's about to be a problem, bro.
Hey, man. Hey.
Woo! To the NBA. I ain't going to stay on this too long, man. But the NFL, man, is cooking, man. I'm excited about the playoffs.
In 2 weeks, we going head-to-head, man. Them Packers and them Broncos in 2 weeks, brother.
Hey, that's going to be a great segment.
Oh, no. That's going to be a good show.
Man, great segment. It's going to be a great segment. Before the game. After the game, you ain't going to have much to say. So, going to the NBA, Lakers over the Suns. Let's jump into some NBA action real quick. Lakers dropped their first game since the return of LeBron James. Interesting. Of course, Luka's the leading scorer for the Lakers. Dylan Brooks, the leading scorer for the Suns. B Mike, give me something about this game, man. How you think that game turned out, man?
Man, this game was it was a good game, man. X's and O's. It was a game of just great defense from Phoenix. Phoenix has impressed me, man, so much. So like I'm gonna talk about the game, but I also want to kind of talk about what Phoenix is doing right now and what I love about this team. So the game to me, if you're looking at like steals, Phoenix had 16 steals, Lakers had one. Fast break points, Phoenix had 28, Lakers had two. I can't remember a time where a LeBron James led team had only like two fast break points. A lot of times when you have LeBron James, you're leading the league in fast break. That's what he does. Get the ball on the fast break. Either he's going to drive it himself or he's going to make a pass. Like that's what LeBron does. He did it when he was in Miami. He did it when he was in Cleveland. Both times, like that's been LeBron James' game since he's been in. He's really good at that. They had only two fast break points the entire game. The Phoenix Suns defense was stifling. And what I love about it is this. So I'm not even shocked. So we're going to take a step back and we have to examine who the coach is. Jordan Ott. So Jordan Ott came from Cleveland with Kenny Atkinson. So JB Bickerstaff was the coach in 2023, 2024. They definitely underperformed. The Cleveland Cavaliers did. They fired him, brought in Kenny Atkinson, and Jordan Ott was on that team as well. A lot of people within the NBA say that Jordan Ott was the mastermind or had a big role in Evan Mobley becoming the defensive player of the year that we know today. When you have Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley in Cleveland are two great defensive bigs, and you bring Jordan Ott over to a Phoenix team that was lacking that very thing. So now you have Mark Williams as a center. Mark Williams came over from the Hornets. He was supposed to go to the Lakers in that trade for Dalton Connect. Didn't work out. So now you have him on this Phoenix team. What they did last night, and I love because you have a lot of big men nowadays who are running a lot of drop coverage. Jokic plays a lot of drop coverage as a center, and so does Mark Williams. The difference with Phoenix is this: they have great perimeter defenders in Dunn and Brooks. So you have these great defenders who will stay attached to the hip, and that allows the big man, which is running drop coverage, to occupy space. Mark Williams has a massive wingspan. He's occupying space. And that really just that alone shifted the offense for the Lakers because what happens is instead of it being a 3-on-2 or a 4-on-2, you have everybody staying at home, and now it's a 2-on-2. Luka, you're going to have to score, and that's what Luka did in the first quarter. I believe Luka had almost 20 points again in the first quarter. That's what he does. However, Jordan Alt did not waver from the game plan. He didn't say, "Okay, now we're going to blitz Luka, and if you're blitzing Luka, now the 2-on-2 is a 3-on-2, and now you're going to have LeBron James and Austin Reeves off ball, creating a lot of havoc." No, we're going to stick to the game plan. It's going to be 2-on-2, and we're going to have Luka. You're going to beat us. That's it. Not LeBron, not Austin. Luka, it's on you. You're going to have to beat us. And slowly but surely, you begin to see the turnovers pile up for Luka. I believe he had 9 in the game. You begin to see the pressure wearing down on Luka, and he couldn't even find his role man because Mark Williams was occupying so much space. That's what I saw in the game. Now, when it comes to the Suns, you have the 6th best three-point shooting team in the NBA. 12 wins in the last 17 games. They have given OKC the best game all season long. They have shooters. And it's crazy to think that when you take away Kevin Durant, which is one of the greatest offensive players of all time, you take him off a team and that team becomes better at shooting the ball. Grayson Allen was injured. He's coming back now, averaging 18 points and 44% from the three. Colin Gillespie, undrafted player. He had three years of two-way contracts from the Denver Nuggets. He came over to the Phoenix Suns now, and him and Royce O'Neal are 7th and 8th in three-pointers made. This offense is clicking, but the defense is also clicking. And the last thing I will say, man, is Dylan Brooks. Everyone wanted to paint this man as someone who, because of what he did in Memphis, he was aggressive. And I mean, a lot of his fouls were blatant, man. Like the one on Gary Payton, that was crazy. But I feel like that he was younger then. He's a little mature now, and he's bringing a new culture to this team. His 3-point shot is down from last year. Last year he was 39%. I think right now he's at 32%. However, he's averaging over 20 points a game, and his midi is almost automatic. That step back midi from the post is almost automatic from him. So if he's taking a step up, the defense is taking a step up. Jalen Green's not even playing right now. Last night they won and Booker wasn't in. This team is serious, man. So that's who's shifting the gears for me, man. It was a great game, but Phoenix right now, they're the story that people got to watch in the NBA, man.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know you tied shifting the gears into your segment, so I'm got to figure out how we're gonna break that one up. But I'm gonna jump on this Laker game just a little bit because you covered a lot. You see how desperate LeBron was to get them 10 points? Ha! Give it up, bro. But it's crazy to see the history between LeBron and Dylan to let this man Dylan drop 30 piece on a Bronny team. It's crazy work. But, Phoenix are happy. The fans in Phoenix are happy. I'm seeing a lot of chatter. And a lot of fans from Phoenix are saying this version of the Phoenix Suns is a better version than they had with KD and Bill. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. But it's good to see Dylan Brooks went from villain to hero over there in Phoenix. And, man, you see the shots he's putting up? Well, his attempts. This man is attempting more shots than Dylan Brooks. I'm sorry, Devin Booker. My bad. He's taking more shots than him, man. He's chucking it, bro. He putting that thing up. But, it's a different field over there, different day. We'll see, man. But it's definitely blended in pretty good over there.
Yeah, it definitely is, man. And last thing I will say, too, is because of the injuries that they have right now, it's really showing their depth and their bench. So a healthy team, when you have people like Royce O'Neal and Colin Gillespie, which has starter spots every now and again, when your starters come back and now these players are on the bench and they're coming off the bench in the playoffs, that is dangerous.
Yeah. That's tough. It's tough. All right. Now, as you guys hear me say this every week, my guy JR is not here, but he always sends in the Humble Six for us so we can keep that part of the show going till he gets back. So this week, Humble Six, coming in at number 6, he have the Dallas Cowboys. Number 5, Seattle. Number 4, the Rams. Number 3, the Bears. He's been high on the Bears all year. Yeah. Number 2, your Broncos. Number 1, New England. How you feel he did this week with those picks?
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Let me kind of, spin the block on that real quick. Broncos number 1. Not the Patriots. It's the Broncos. Let me plead my case for a minute, all right? Mm-hmm. We are the team who has beaten both Super Bowl teams. So we beat the Chiefs and we beat the Eagles. We've beaten the number 1 defense. We have beaten the number 1 offense. In both of our losses, they are a combined 4 points. 4 points. That alone, come on, man. That's number one spot. We ain't worried about the Patriots, man. The Patriots really haven't done anything or beat anyone of a magnitude of that nature. Like, I'm not really worried about them. Dallas, I wouldn't put them there. I'll put the Texans. I'll put the Texans there. The Texans started off, I think, 0-3 right now. They're 7-2. And I just believe that the Texans are a better team right now than Dallas, for sure. Number one defense in the league.
We'll be back after a word from our sponsors as we're having technical difficulties. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Brian B. Mike has dropped off. A little technical difficulties. I was trying to see if he can finish his segment and it'll bring him back in. But hopefully you guys was able to hear his humble six, his opinion on that. So I'm gonna give my opinion on the humble six real quick. So as you heard, JR's humble six. Number 1, New England. 2, Denver. 3, Chicago. 4, Rams. 5, Seattle. 6, Dallas. There's only 2 teams from the AFC right now you can put in there. Would I put Buffalo in there right now? No. I don't think Dallas right now can beat the Niners. So, not too much worried about my Packers. We can lead them out, even though I think the Packers should be at number 4. But I'll lead them out. So the only team I'll switch right now is I'll put the Niners in at 6 and take the Cowboys out. So, with that being said, I wish B. Mike was here because B. Mike cannot pick a winner for Thursday night. If you guys want to win some money, pick opposite of him. So for Thursday night, he's back. All right, hold on. He came back.
I don't know what happened, man. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you right now, man. Sometimes when you talk about the Broncos, the mic gets hot and it overloads. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what happened, man. When you talk about the Broncos, man, you got to make sure you slow it down just a little bit. All right?
Well, I'll tell you what we going to do.
What's up?
Since you dropped off, I went on and added my piece to the humble six. So let's get into Thursday night. And then once we finish with Thursday night, I'll have you come back to your humble six, and I could just, edit the video and make it right. All right, so Thursday night, as I was just saying, you guys want to make some money, do not pick who B Mike pick. B Mike, give us your pick so we can know who's going to win. We waiting, bro. Thursday night, Dallas, Detroit. Like I said, the NFL's been cooking with the schedule. This is a banger for Thursday night. Pretty much, it is week 14 in the NFL, and right now for Dallas and Detroit is win or go home. Like, this is it. You lose this game, you do not make the playoffs. So, who's winning this game, B Mike, and who's not?
Man, I got Dallas winning this game, man. I really do.
Yes.
I got Dallas.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I want the Thank
you. Man, you're welcome, man. Anything I can do for you, man. It was your birthday, so anything I can do for you, man. But yeah, no, I got Dallas winning this game, man. Man, the offense is just potent, man. And one thing that you referenced earlier is when it gets to this time of the year, the running game is like really, really important. And Dallas has a great running game. Dallas has 2 number 1 receivers. Like, I just think right now there's something with this Dallas Cowboys team. And I really feel like that they're going to come on Thursday and get a dub, man.
All right, well, you said enough for me, man. I need a score because I'm trying to bet some money, bro. What's the score?
You say you need a score. Man, I will go 28-24.
Okay, there you have it, folks. Detroit's going to win 28-24. B Mike cannot pick a winner to save his life. So if you want to win some money, man, we need
that's gonna be the
one
week.
of them DraftKings so they can put OTB down there, bro. Like, you can't lose. Detroit,
Hey man,
28-24.
this gonna
B-Mike,
be
I'm
the
telling
week.
you right now,
Watch.
if that happened,
Yeah.
man, I might have to have you pick every game for me.
Nah, for real,
Woo!
for real, for real. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
but that's our show for today. But right now, we're about to do a quick recap of the Humble Six because we had some technical difficulties. So I'm gonna give B Mike the floor again so he can go over his Humble Six. Man, give us that again.
Yeah, man. So, come with the humble six, man. The list was pretty good this week. One thing I would do is Dallas. I mean, we just talked about Dallas, but I just don't feel like Dallas is a better team right now than the Texans. The Texans started off 0-3 this year, and they're 7-2 in their last 9 games. This team is something about this team, man. They're fighting hard. They're relentless, man. They have probably the best pass rushing duo in the league in Will Anderson Jr., Danielle Hunter. So this is a really great defense. Number one defense in the league. Average. I mean, they only allow 12, 13 points a game. Like, it's an elite defense. And not surprised with who their head coach is. And my Broncos, we're not number two. We're number one. We are number one. No ifs, ands, buts about it. The Patriots really haven't beaten any good teams. The Broncos have beaten playoff caliber teams, Super Bowl caliber teams. And I know a lot of people say about how we're winning the game, but we're winning the games. That's what matters. It doesn't matter how you win, it matters that you're getting the dubs. And that's what we're doing week after week after week after week. And our 2 losses combined 4 points. That tells you the story right there. We could easily be undefeated.
All right, I ain't gonna touch that.
Next.
I ain't even gonna say nothing to it because you know this week is coming. But let me say that one more time.
Oh
That's the
yeah,
show
it's
for today.
coming.
We appreciate everybody. You know, come that week. Green Bay, Denver. You know, I'm not looking past Chicago, but yeah, that game is going to be a good game. You know, so till next
Oh
week.
yeah. Oh yeah.
We out, man. Off the bench. B Mike Cheese, string cheese.
Sir.
Bro, they kept interrupting me, man.